Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. With me now, world champion auctioneer Ronnie Kreis. Ronnie, what a treat to have you here this week joining us at Week in the Rockies. I've never got to interview you before, so I'd love you to start out, tell us about yourself, where you're from, and kind of how you got your start in this business.
Well, my name is Ron Kreis, and I am from Adamsville, Ohio, which is a really small town in Ohio, which is the southeastern part, kind of in the rolling hills, and we run a few cows there, but kind of grew up in the auction business. My dad was an auctioneer, and he still sells. He's 84 years old, still sells every week there at the local livestock market at Mexican Livestock, and I just can't keep up with him. I mean, I've been a licensed auctioneer since '89, and travel now and sell a lot of purebred sales and sell a lot of construction equipment with Jeff Martin Auctioneers. So yeah, just a little travel, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, it sounds like maybe you didn't have a choice but to be in the auction business if you grew up in it. But tell me, was it something natural that came to you? Did you know this is what you always wanted to do? And maybe how young were you when you actually got started selling?
Well, you know, it all started. My dad has like a little antique and junk sale, and so you got to work that every weekend and for free. So, so you kind of work for it, and then kind of get it into high school. You're like, all right, I'm not sure this is what I want to do, but once you get close to graduation, you're like, all right, I better think about what I'm doing, and it was an easy transition, and you know, watching him and picking up on what he's done, but you still got to practice a lot to get the auction chant going. So, but it's been a lot of fun, and I give him all the credit. So,
well, aside from the auction chant, because I know that's important, what else do you think is imperative that an auctioneer learns about, you know, specifically the cattle industry to be a successful auctioneer?
Well, to me, you got to meet the people you're working for, and trust it. They need to trust that you're there to work for them, and because a lot of these ranchers and farmers, this is their only paycheck that whole year. So it makes me nervous. I'm a nervous wreck to get out here and get started today, but I know that I'm going to be working for these ranchers. This is their paycheck. So.
You've probably seen a lot of changes in the cattle market over the years. What's it like to sit up there on that block and be selling these cattle at these prices that we're selling them at?
I think it's about time. You know, these ranchers work really, really hard, and I think they well deserve it. But yeah, it's a lot different than selling the old cows for 20 cents and these feeder cattle for 98 to a $1.20, and yeah, these are it's a fun time. Yep.
Well, I want you to leave us with some advice here. This next generation that's kind of coming up in this industry, maybe wanting to be an auctioneer, maybe just wanting to be involved in the auction business somehow. What's your advice to them to be successful in this world?
Oh, that's a hard question, but I still think you got to go out and meet the people. You got to feel comfortable up in front of the crowd. But knowing what you're selling and meeting the people, and it's a great business. Yeah. This is all I do. This is other than run a few cows. I got to travel all over the country and get to see a lot of neat stuff. Something different every day. So it's not a boring job. So I build with excitement, and you're going to see that today out here as we sell for Superior. So.
We will let you get to it because we do have a busy day here today. We're going to be selling for a while. Appreciate you being here. Looking forward to listening to you up on the block all week long here with us. Don't go anywhere. We've got more Superior Sunrise up next.